When I was a kid, I thought that the bigger the object, the heavier it must be. So I threw a whole watermelon into the sea, and it floated. But when I threw a tiny stone, it went straight to the bottom of the West Philippine Sea. My dad just said, "Anak, not all small things are light, and not all big things are heavy." Good day, my dear viewers. I'm Kuya Ems and welcome to Chocolate Lapis. Today, we'll explore about density. Why do some things sink while others float? So what is density? Density is how much mass is packed into a certain volume. The simple formula is density is equal to mass divided by its volume. Think of it like this: how squeezed in the material is. More material in a small space equals higher density. Less mass in a bigger space is equal to lower density. Let's do a simple experiment. We have an egg and a glass of water. Let's drop the egg in, and boom, it sinks. But let's add a lot of salt. When you add enough salt to the water, boom, now the egg floats. But why? It's because the density of the water increased enough now to support the egg. Let's look at real-life examples of density in motion. Have you ever wondered why giant metal ships float? Because they're not just solid metal. They contain lots of air pockets, increasing its volume compared to its mass. When you add enough air pockets, its density will then become lower than the density of water. So it floats. In the same way that ice floats because it's less dense than liquid water. Another example is a helium balloon that rises because helium is less dense than air. Let's look at some simple problems. First problem: a box has a mass of 200 grams and a volume of 100 cubic centimeters. What is its density? As you remember, density has a simple formula of mass divided by its volume. So the mass is 200 divided by 100 cubic centimeters, and the answer is 2 grams per cubic centimeter. Easy math, right? Let's go again. We have two objects and let's compare their densities. Object A has a mass of 5 grams and a volume of 10 cubic centimeters, while object B has the same volume, which is 10 cubic centimeters, but a mass of 10 grams. Which one is denser? Let's get both of their densities. Object A should be 5 divided by 10, which has an answer of 0.5 grams per cubic centimeter. While for object B, let's divide 10 divided by 10, and the answer is 1 gram per cubic centimeter. So object B is clearly denser because it has higher density than object A. And the last problem: an object has a density of 1.2 grams per cubic centimeter. Will the object sink or float in water? The density of water is pretty easy to remember. Its density is 1.0 gram per cubic centimeter. So will the object float or sink? Remember, if it has higher density than water, it will sink. But if it has lower density than water, it will float. 1.2 is higher than 1.0, so it will sink because it's denser than water. See, it's not always about size. What counts is what's inside. Let's have a quick recap. The formula of density is mass divided by its volume. If the density is higher than the density of water, it will sink, but if it's less dense, it will float. So now you understand why things like balloons, ice, and ships float. And it's all about density. If you had fun or learned something new today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell icon so you never miss out on our fun new episodes. We've got more adventures coming your way. History, science, and math, all with a twist of nerdy fun. I'm Kuya Ems, and I'll see you in the next one.